I know that we had a player do that last year down there, and it's not something that we need to really be involved in. Let's win the game. Let's celebrate with our team and, shake hands and let's move on. That's what we need to do. So I think there's a lot that everybody across college football can learn from yesterday, because that was a bad look for college football.
All right, Stephen A., you agree with Dabo?
Not entirely. I get where he's coming from as a coach, being old school, former national champion. I get that. I get the fact that we're saying it's not a good look for college football to see a brawl on the field.
Correct.
After the game. I get that part. But let's also put some responsibility on the part of the coaches as well. Like, Sharon Moore, I mean, that was a big-time victory for Michigan. Major props to him. Did you see him taunting the crowd after the game, stuff like that? I mean, there's got to be an adult in the room, figuratively speaking.
Yes.
And I got to call him out for that. I respect him. I wish him nothing but the best. But he's got to act better himself. Here's where I jump off for everybody. I know Baker Mayfield did it years ago when he won at Ohio State. I get that part. My whole point is this. If you really, really want to prevent flag planting, why don't you win? How about winning? Ohio State, you had all those minutes to fight on the football field. You lost.
Yeah, why is it that disrespectful? Like, why is it that big of a deal?
Well, again, because the visiting team,
why are you looking at me like
a rival. It is disrespectful, but
but they just owned you.
Hold on. It is disrespectful, but the point is, if you really want to prevent it, win.
Yes.
When you lose and then you want to fight, well, wait a minute. You had all the 60 minutes. You had 60 minutes to fight.
No, we don't fight after the game.
Clearly, you didn't do it enough. You didn't do it well enough at that particular moment in time. So I don't want to hear all of that. That's what I think really, really needs to come out of this. You see people taunting. You see people talking smack to one another. It might not be ideal. I'm not condoning the flag planting per se, but I don't think it's the crime that Dabo tried to articulate it as being. I think the real issue is sore losing. You had 60 minutes to handle your business and you didn't get it done. Well, guess what? Maybe that'll motivate you to get on the field next time and make sure the team is in no position to flag plant because you handled your business and you beat them.
Yes.
That is what I'm saying. Now, if you were sitting there punching somebody in the face or something like that,
it's about to get to that.
It's different. Yeah. But flag planting, it's not a crime. It's not classy. I get that part. But it's not the worst thing in the world.
Yeah.
What's worse is you losing and you not looking at it and going like this, damn, I got my ass.
Let's hear from the players. Where are you guys on this?
I'm probably the worst guy because I'm a very sore loser, but I'm a worse winner. And I want you to know.
So you do both, the fighting and the planting.
I'm coming, and I'm trying to be as openly and blatantly as disrespectful as I possibly can.
Yeah.
And so now, you don't want me to plant? I'm trying to get my 7-8 flag.
Is that all opponents or just your rivals?
Oh, it don't matter.
Okay.
Especially if you've been talking. Now, if it's a rival, ain't no telling what I'm liable to do. I'm liable to bill a 10. I might buy a 10.
But Shannon,
I might buy a 10 from Aria and sit up shop.
That's what we love about sports. That's like what we want to see.
But look, I understand, and we was having this conversation on Saturday night after it happened, and I said they're going to get fined. Now, the NCAA going to pass a rule, there's no more flag planting. Just like when they fine you at $200,000 when the fans stormed the field, they're going to try to get a hold on it because they saw what happened. Now, to think about it, the police had to use mace.
Yeah.
Come on.
Was that necessary?
Yeah, because you know, once you get riled up, Molly, I don't know if you've ever been in a fight or not.
I have not.
Once you get,
I'm going to try to make it the second half of my life without that either.
Once you get riled up,
calm
down.
When they were spraying the players,
Molly, a couple people are hurt, including the police officer.
Okay, but they were spraying the players in the eyes. I was like, that was a lot.
So I see where they're going, Stephen A. They're going to get a hold on this because now you see it's a recurring theme. It was once you see Baker did it. Now we saw 5, 6 different occasions this weekend alone of teams doing that. So they're going to outlaw that. No more flag planting on the opposing team's field. Going to keep it moving. But, I'm the wrong guy to ask. No,
I agree. I think the NCAA will treat it almost like the goalposts getting torn down, and they will fine the schools even if they try it. I actually think that they should as well. And I am wired like Shannon. I want to let you know when I win, obviously, type of stuff.
We're aware.
Stephen, I think that the flag planting and taunting are a little bit differently. Like, I don't necessarily have a problem with Sharon Moore turning around and doing that on the road. But here's the thing that And I would encourage anybody to go experience college football because this is where these places hate each other now.
Yeah.
I mean, Ohio State and Michigan literally hate each other. And a lot of what we saw this past weekend is you got to remember, now I know NIL has changed some of it, but like these kids are often getting recruited by these schools.
Yeah.
And often some of them are told you're not good enough. So like the North Carolina State stuff, the Ohio State, Michigan stuff, the Florida State, a lot of times this is a recruiting thing that you get deep.
I get it. I've been to the big house. It's a little different.
No, but like college football, one of the reasons why college is so different than the NFL is you automatically are hated and or hate others strictly because where you choose to go to school.
Yeah.
It just, when you get drafted to, who drafted you? The Broncos drafted you. You didn't hate the other teams automatically just because you were.
No. Once you get there and see the rivalry, so the Raiders in Kansas City, we hate y'all. So.
But like college is different in that regard. They hate you because it's so. I do think that the NCAA will step in and fine you for even attempting the act. And I don't all that disagree with Dabo. I love it.
I don't think it's the act, though. I think it's what ensued after.
But how do you control what ensues after? How do you control it?
People need to control themselves and be like, hey,
like I grew up when
we
won, we shake your hands, we go back to the locker room, we celebrate together. We lose, we shake your hands, we go figure out what went wrong.
Yeah.
But you see what Sark did. When they went to do that to Texas A&M, Sark said,
He brought up Florida State. You know, Vel, and you got a problem. You know, Vel, you got a problem with Billy Napier. Well, first of all, he didn't know his players were going to do that. He spoke out adamantly against it in the post-game conference. But really, was it about the flag panel? Or was it about the fact you got your ass kicked and you're 2-10 on the season, Florida State?
You said ugly.
Listen, Florida State, you're talking about a program that has plummeted before our very eyes.
It was an accumulation.
It's an accumulation. It wasn't about the flag,
but that wasn't the only one.
It was a lot of emotion. It's a lot built up.
Florida players, I'd have stole the horse and the spear. I'd have got on the horse and the spear and ride around the stadium.
There you go. There you go.
Yo, I need video of that. Exactly. I need the internet to do their work.
I'm going over the top.
I need the internet to do their work.
Let me be very clear. Shannon saying that, I totally believe it.
I'll get on the horse.
Do that.
I'm going to push the guy off the horse, and I got the horse riding around the stadium with the spear. That's me.
That's right. That's right.
In my uniform.
I love the hatred. I do. I love it. I love it.
The hatred is good, but in the same breath, like I think there are worse things to happen than flag planting.
Yeah.
I don't think the flag planting is the issue. I think it's the fact that you got your ass kicked.
Yeah. Come on, Dan, let's have a little fun in life, okay?
That's what I told people had a problem with T.O. in the end zone.
Right.
I said, if y'all don't want to celebrate, keep his ass out of there.
That's right.
And you don't got to worry about it. You ain't got to worry.
People look forward to that as fans, though.
Remember when he went to Dallas at midfield and they came at him to the
He did the Ray Lewis, he did the Ray dance.
But what's the answer then? If you're going to continue
let
to
it
allow
happen. Let's just have fun.
No.
Life is so serious.
You see
People,
these kids, it's going to get worse.
do TD celebrations.
Molly, they're kids. And then as a result of that, they're going to sit up there. They're going to act.
Guess what,
and
Stephen A? They say way worse on TikTok and Instagram and all that other.
Well, you could say they've seen way
got a
worse,
couple
but you're on the
cocktails,
field.
Miles.
You're on the field. You just finished losing. I think it's
And you
really
in my
about
face?
them. I think it's really about them with their ass kicked.
You remember LeGarrette Blunt?
Oh,
They
yeah,
lost?
Yeezy. Or
Bah!
Yeezy State.
You know, and that's what you're going to happen. The emotions are high. When emotions are high, logic is low, Molly.